Market update time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Hey traders, I've just recorded the video walking you through my 10K trading plan. In this video, I'm going to share with you all the steps to go from nothing to 10K per month. This is the exact formula, step by step you need to follow. Click on the button above that says 10K trading plan and get access now. Alright guys, what a hell of a day it was on the markets. Woo! Just straight up, right? No stopping it. This thing's going to 25,000 just straight up. Here we go. Where the hell did this volume come from? It's like, what the hell? This is crazy, guys, right? This is absolutely crazy. Like, where the hell did 379 million, have I got that right? Almost $380 million worth of money come into it, where the average is worth 100 million. What the hell is going on? Guys, I'll tell you right now, guys, to me, this has to be some sort of a Fed or government assistance. Because out of nowhere, what happens is all this money be piled in. Now, I didn't care what happens, guys. If you go back and look at any market out there. Now, as I've been saying in my last few videos, first what I say is massive update. Massive update in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We're talking like just 1.5% on the Dow Jones. We look at the S&P. Not a lot of volume in the S&P, is there? But look at that big up bar. We've got 1.3%. The Nasdaq didn't quite make new highs, but definitely blasted straight past those highs there, and it's almost about to make probably going to make new highs moving forward. The QQQ, which I'm short right now, been short for the last few months. You can see this market's just going sideways, not really much happening through there. The QQQ, you can see it's in a big triangle pattern right now, as you can see through there on the QQQ. So really interesting to see what's happening through there, guys. But the thing I want to share with you is obviously looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Just massive update on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've been saying for the last few days that I believe something's about to snap, and I still do. And I've been saying for the last few days, the hard thing about getting involved with this, as in like buying it or even shorting it right now, I'm not doing either. I'm not buying or shorting right now. I'm just giving you my opinion, which sometimes is completely wrong, but that's okay as well too. As long as you've got good money management, you will keep streaming ahead. But I'll give you a pretty good trade that I see what's happening right now if you guys are looking for a good trade. But what I want to share with you guys is, look at this. This is incredible, right? Just absolutely nuts. It's just like it's like bing bing bong bong, right? This thing is just completely just gone up. Now the hard thing about this, guys, when the market does this, we all know there's going to be a hard and fast snapback or nice decent pullbacks coming soon. We know that, right? We just don't know when that's going to happen. And the problem is that when this market starts to become vertical like it is here, and you can see if I squeeze my chart up, that things just goes up and just keeps going up without any good decent pullback. The longer it goes up like this, the harder it's going to pull back, which I'm happy about, by the way. Like, I hope this thing just keeps going. I hope we get another big massive update up to $20,000. I hope we get another 2 or 3% update tomorrow. Why? I'll share with you in a minute why, but because I'm going to make a lot more money when it does pull back. But looking at the markets, guys, and looking at this big vertical move, we know it's going to pull back. We know it's going to pull back soon. So we know it's going to pull back, but we just don't know when it's going to. And that's where, like I said that, I believe the Dow Jones is going to snap soon, and I did believe that, but then something out of nowhere, this thing just gets absolutely taken off. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but what the hell is with this volume? I believe this whole thing is a pump and dump. I just honestly believe that. I'm not buying this. I think a lot of people are starting to buy. I think a lot of people are now starting to get on the bullish bandwagon here. Really getting on the bullish bandwagon. And I think this thing is about to get hammered. And the reason why I say that, guys, is if you go back, I want to keep bringing you back to to bring you back to this chart here. Now, why am I bringing you back to this chart here? Is because this is the Shanghai. Obviously, this is the Shanghai, and you can see, guys, that moving forward, you know, when it comes to this, you can see that the big vertical move up. Let me actually bring this chart up here. All right, so you can see how this thing just absolutely just took off. And this actually had a pullback, and then it took off again, and then the whole thing came down within a month. So, so you can see that that's basically what's happened through there. The whole point, guys, if you look at that, is look at also things like the Bitcoin. When I was showing before, and I've gone through this before, but for you guys that are just watching this for the first time, you know, I even went through this the last time as well too. And you know, Bitcoin, and I was saying with Bitcoin that because this thing has gone up too hard too fast, we generally get a hard and fast snapback. Now, as this thing is running up and this went sideways, and it's had a big run up again as well too, you can see how fast this thing came back like 20% in a couple of days. And that's what's likely to happen with the Dow Jones. Now, the hard thing, guys, and I must admit, the hard thing about looking at that sort of analysis right now is that you guys know, right? You guys know that right now, I won't be, it'd be nuts to buy it right now because you don't know when that pullback's going to happen. But it's going to happen. And the longer this goes on, the harder it's going to snap back. Now, I wouldn't short it right now, and I'm not shorting anything right now because, well, I've got short positions on, yes, and I'll get to that in a minute, but I wouldn't be shorting anything right now because you don't know. This thing will just keep going up and up and up. But the more this continues going up, I hope over the next couple of days we just get some big moves up, like really just vertical moves up. Why? Because the longer this thing just keeps going up like that, the harder the pullback is going to happen. And you watch, guys. It's just you see it in history time and time again when that happens. So I hope that happens. Now, moving forward, let's actually go and have a look at these other markets. Actually, all right. So let me go back here. So let me show you this here. So while I was saying I hope this thing just keeps going up because the longer the more this extends to the high side, the harder it's going to snap back. The reason why I said that was this, because I'm actually still got my call options on the VIX right now. Now, while they are in a losing position right now, and they are in a losing position right now because of time decay, I'm not worried about that. And the reason why is look where the VIX is right now. Now, guys, look at this from a probability standpoint of view. If I squeeze my chart up, where is the VIX right now? At almost the very bottom to where it goes to. So if you're looking at a probability game, let me actually bring up this weekly chart. Look at this. This is the weekly chart. This is going back since 2008. This very bottom line, which is that this is the very bottom line. You can see that's as low as it gets down to right now. It's as low as it gets down to ever. Right, so we can see that it doesn't ever get below that. So that's the reason why, guys, I have my call options, and I'm very confident because one, it hardly ever gets below this bottom line as I just showed you. So VIX, not VXX or UVXY or any of those things. VIX, I've got call options on this. And while they're in a losing position right now, I'm very confident over the next, I would say, week, that we're likely to start getting a nice shoot back, straight back to the high side. So this to me is a no-brainer. If you're not in a trade right now, this trade here is a no-brainer. Because, you know, and now the other thing is, guys, when you do get a nice spike, that's when you get out. Makes sense, guys? You can, and that's the reason why I say, like with the Dow Jones, I want you to keep extending, keep going up for the next couple of days. Keep the VIX around here, so when we do get that nice sharp pullback, I'm not calling a crash, but when we do get a nice sharp pullback, that's when I see VIX going up and all that sort of stuff as well too. Make sense? So yes, I am in that. Now, this one here. So I had a question about this. My put options on this one here. All right, my put options on this one, and I've still got them on right now, and they are in a losing position right now. But here's the thing, guys. I want you guys to understand. I put this position on here with the thoughts that we were gonna start to get a nice pullback here. Had a little pullback and then it stepped up. I don't care what's happening right now, guys. I still think by mid-January we're gonna have a pullback. That's just my thoughts, guys. I could be wrong, but that's the reason why. And some people saying, what's your stop loss? What's your stop out on the Russell? My stop out is 100% of my position. That's the reason why I've only got 2% of my account on there. So obviously I bought call options on around here. The market's done what it's done now, and yes, I'm in the losing positions. I'm okay with that. As I said, I'm risking 2%. Now, if this thing goes up a little bit more, and then suddenly, you know, over the next week we do start to get something like this, then those options are going to pick up nicely, very, very nicely. Make sense? So that's the reason why I'm risking 100% of my 2%. So that's my maximum risk. My maximum risk is 2%, you know. And if I'm right, I could pick up maybe 4 or 5% of my account, maybe more. If I'm wrong, I'll lose 2%. Do you know what I mean, guys? And so that's the way you want it. That's the way you want to set up your trading, guys. You really, really want to set up your trading. So and I try to do this, especially with my directional trading. If I'm only 50-50 right, and sometimes I am, guys. Sometimes I'm less than 50-50 right. Sometimes I'm like 60% wrong, and 40% and 40% right. Like sometimes I'll go through those phases where I'm just thinking I'm not getting this trade right. But anyway, even on this thing here, if my average loss is 2%, but then my average win is say 8% or 10%, do you know what I'm saying there? So I'll give you an example, guys. You know, that's 2% of the 2% on the account. I remember, guys. I remember I had a while ago. I took a break and then I came back, and my first 5 trades, my account was down close to 3%. I give just close to 3%, and this was the first 5 trades. Loss. And this is how you need to handle. Every trade needs to handle this, right? I'm not here to bullshit you guys. I'm here to tell you the truth. I don't make money every trade, and sometimes I do some doozy of a calls like, motherfucker, what the hell was that? Right? The market will teach you. But I remember, guys, I had 5 trades, and my account overall was down 3%. That's because I was trading small and so on and so forth. With me so far? All right, so I did that, but guess what? Then the very next trade, this is the 6th trade here. The 6th trade, I made 4% on that. So my account now is up 1%. With me so far? All right. And then my 7th trade was like a massive home run. So meaning like I added something like, I think it was something like 15% of my account. I trading 2%, and that thing took off, and I made like 1,000+% on that. You know what I mean? Or a bit under that. So I made like 15%. So I took 7 trades. I had 5 losses, 2 wins, and my account was up anywhere from 15 to 20%. Do you see that, guys? So yeah, so I might have this he might be a loser trade, and I might lose on the VIX, and I might have a losing position on silver, but that's okay. Guess what? I'll make it up on the next trade. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't care, guys. I could have 10 losses in a row and 1 home run and still do well. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just like that. Now that's not going to happen, you know. And yeah, you got to be smart about your decisions. So there you go, guys. Yeah. So for me, guys, I don't get every trade right, you know, and no, my average win-loss ratio is around 70% right now overall. Sometimes I might go through a bit of a what I call a motherfucker phase, and yeah, I get slapped sometimes 50-50, and sometimes I'm like, man, I've just taken like 10 trades and 4 wins. But guess what? If I've taken 6 trades and my account's down 5% in total, but then I've just taken and my account's down 5% in total, but then I've just taken 5 trades, and that's equal to 15% increase in my account. Guess what? Take away that, my account's up 10%. Maybe at a brokerage down, I'm up 89%. Who cares? Teddy bears. Keep making money. Keep moving forward. So guys, the trades that I show you here, especially with the directional plays, yeah, they might be loser. Like, guys, I don't really care, because guess what? The next trade I put on, you know, that's the one that could be a home run, and before you know it, I'm back in business again. You know what I mean, guys? So it's like you just got to be smart about the way that you do things when you're trading the market. I hope you understand that. So let's go have a look at silver and gold, which have just actually started taking off quite nicely. Right, silver and gold. I have been saying I've been looking for this reverse signal. I didn't know whether this market was going to have a nice pullback or whether it was going to start to rally up and out from here. You can see silver is up almost 3%. So that reversal that I've been talking about looks like it's starting to happen. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. And gold, a little reversal as well too. Not much going on there with gold, but yeah, just really interesting to see what's going on through there as well too, guys. When it comes to the gold and silver market, so I expect a lot more upside long term, as I did in yesterday's video. I expect a lot more. I'm long term bullish on silver and gold, and I'm getting ready to place some more positions on that as well too. So more of an investment strategy, and yeah, I think it could be quite nice, the trade I'm looking at. So anyway, guys, even with the VIX or any of those trades, you know, guys, there's no guarantees to make a profit. So be smart about the way that you trade things. This market will slap you around if you're not careful about it. So anyway, guys, there's a quick little market update. Hope you enjoyed this. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, face your fears today. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.